Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday morning to you. I hope that your day is going well. My day is going great. I'm up and ready for my day. Today is going to be a busy day all around, as it has been. I feel like yesterday was extremely busy. I didn't film a regular day video for you guys, just our 52-week series, which is awesome. I hope you are on board doing that. I know I am feeling amazing. Like, I don't know about you, but like having things that you're doing to improve your days and your life, game changer. Started to walk all the time. I didn't walk this morning, but God had other plans for me today. But like that, my kitchen's all clean. My living room's getting clean. Just the little things going through, the step-by-step. So if you're not doing that, I recommend going over there on Tuesday, stay here, but on Tuesday, and come along with us. You're gonna feel a whole lot better. By the end of 2025, you're gonna be able to look at your life, regardless if the economy is crappy, regardless if groceries are $1 million more, regardless if there is no coffee and chocolate or whatever at the store, we're still gonna make it and do amazing. So let's focus on the things that we can change, the things that we can do in our own little home, and life will be great. So I am excited. Feeling really good. I had a very busy day. Like I said, we are working on a little bit extra stuff, trying to get, just things in the house done because you're trying to refresh your home and trying to get outside and do extra things. Those are all, whenever you throw extra things in there, and then you're also managing children and showing them, because they're at the learning still of like how to do things properly. So you still, as a parent, have to go behind them and say, okay, you got to do this better. You got to do this. Nope, that doesn't look as good. You got to do it this way. Or, hey, you did a great job. So it just takes up more time. That's all. And so it was just extra busy yesterday. And I was like, and so today I was like, okay, another busy day. And I'm like, I feel like I need to scale it back a little bit and just give myself a little bit of grace so that it can be enjoyable as well. You know what I mean? Because you can busy your days up. Oh, I can make lists all day long. I have a list today, but I could really fill it full. And then I could just make it stressful. I can make my home crazy and chaotic and everybody feel like they're on eggshells. And that is not the home I want to be. I still have to get things done. We're still going to have to do things, but lessen the amount that we're going to do. Do you know what I mean? And still get things accomplished, but just with a good heart, right attitude. I think that is the key. So this morning I got up. I usually like to go for a walk. That's what I like to do because it's getting hot here in Florida, and I'm thankful for the weather, very thankful for the weather. But I was like, okay, I could do that, which would be beneficial to me. It could be great. And then I felt like the Lord just was like, you know what, but you could get your day going so that you can get done, so you can head out the door today, because you do have a busy afternoon. So I'm like, you know what, as much as I want to, we could do that, but then I can come back this afternoon, we can swim, and I can also go for a walk tonight. So I'm like, that's true, we can definitely do those things. So I am just shifting gears and gonna do a little bit different. I like to do a lot of baking on days today. On Wednesday, I try to dedicate it as a baking day where you make more treats that you're baking and making, but like I still have puppy chow. We still have some. We still have no-bake cookies, almost an entire container. We still have peanut butter cookies. Like those are not getting eaten as fast. And so I put them in the freezer. And so I'm like, okay, that's the one that I thought, well, everybody will love them. They'll have, but they're just not eating them, and that's fine. We're eating other things. We got a lot of fresh fruits and veggies. Those will get eaten eventually. I'm not worried about that. So I'm like, I don't want to make a bunch of treats because pointless to do that. But there are things I can make and bake. We have to do food. Gotta always make food. So it'll be a day of food. It's gonna be a day of getting things done and accomplished around the house that I didn't get done earlier this week. And I'll just bring you along. Does that sound good? Bring you along, take you with us, whatever we decide to do. So grab your cup of coffee or your tea. I've got my flamingo here. Liking the caramel pecan, however you want to say it, flavor. I was gonna say Ann. I think your name is Ann. I remember seeing the name on there. Ann, it starts Ann P. It's her username, but she told me about it. It's very good. The Great Value one, very good. Not a big caramel person. Usually don't like caramel coffee at all, but having it black, it's really yummy. I think it's the nut too. I really like nuts, nutty kind of things. So, anyways, good coffee. Great day. You ready for an amazing day? All right, let's start and let's go. First thing on my list before food is to clean my Norwex cloths. Now, I like my Norwex cloths a whole lot. I've been using these for years, and really, really enjoy them. They're the microfiber cloths, and I use them for wiping down my kitchen. We use them for when we deep clean things. I use them for scrubbing off things on my sofa, like if I have a stain. I just like them all around. They're amazing. And so you are supposed to use natural soap because chemical soap, which we know has all of, what does it have in it? I don't even know anymore. It's phosphorus, all the bad, basically it coats everything and ruins it, right? And that's true. It's the chemicals, the plastics, everything else they put in there. But I still use it. So you have to strip your cloths every once in a while, because what happens is they start smelling a little bit. They don't smell, like these don't smell bad. The other day, they smell bad because I'll leave something in the sink here in the kitchen, and then I trade them out every single day. And so I'll get up and I'll be like, ooh, that's stinky. Or sometimes we throw it in the dryer and it doesn't get washed right away. So I don't know, whoever pays better attention than I do, maybe every 3 months do I do this? Every 2 months? I'm not really sure. All I do is take them and put them in a pot. I went back to my laundry room and got some Norwex powder. I like the ultra clean stuff, it's right here. And it's their laundry detergent. Use a natural one because then it doesn't, you know, coat it and strip the stuff off it like the other stuff does. So I'm gonna put these in here. You can also, if you don't have natural soap to clean with, put some vinegar in there. I'll do vinegar as a rinse, but you'll see they'll be stripped. They're just like, you know the laundry hacks where they strip the clothing and then it gets all brown and gross. Same thing happens with your cloths. And so you'll just see how much is actually in these cloths that aren't really clean. I feel like it's one of those things like your sponges, you think these are so clean. I don't think so. I know they're not. I know there is chemicals breeding in here. I know that there is something in here that is not staying clean because this thing does not get, I don't scrub it out, I don't scour it, I don't wash it we're cleaning with it, but it's still here. So anyways, there's germs. I feel like there is enough germs around this world. And on my finger right now that could go through and do a lot of damage to you, right? But by the grace of God, not me on that. So very good. Okay, so I'm gonna get my other ones out of here. I think that's all I have. I'll end up using them. I'll need them. So do I need to wipe my counters off? Let's do a quick wipe on the counters. So I just put hot water in here, and then or cold water, whatever decides to come out of the tap today. I think we're on to warmer water because it's warmer outside. Yeah. In the summer, it's weird because sometimes it used to take forever to get warm, and then now it's hot right away. And so just the opposite. In the wintertime, it's colder, so it takes a long time to get warm. But you never really have cold water. So let me wipe my counters down, fill this pot up, we'll let it come to a boil, keep moving. I'm laughing, I'm staring at my stove. I'm like, who made my stove? Hold on. Okay, whole pot over here. Let that come to a boil. I'm looking at my stove, I'm like, who cooked in the stove and got dirty stuff on it? It was me. You know the dinner I made last night? I didn't film any of it. One of my viewers, it was in a couple days ago video, she recommended that she took chicken lunch meat and put stuffing, like cooked stuffing in the middle and rolled them up. And I thought, and then served it with mashed potatoes and gravy, and I was like, that seems different. But then someone else commented that they tried it and they liked it, and so for whatever reason it popped up again on my thing, and I'm like, I'm like, let me try that. I have chicken lunch meat. I made that for dinner last night. I told the kids, I looked at it, they're like, what is this? I'm like, something different, let's try it. Not bad at all. Actually, the kids, they ate it. I said, we'll probably never have it again. I said, let's just try it and see. It was surprisingly like one of those things where you're like, is this gonna be good? Is it gonna be not? It was actually really good. So a couple days ago, you told me to recommend it. It's literally chicken lunch meat. I made stuffing on the stove and put it inside there, rolled it up. I don't know, I had a whole lasagna pan full, and everybody just grabbed 4 or 5 of the little rolls because they were little, because my lunch meat was little. We took the mashed potatoes that we had left over, I made some gravy, and they ate it. It was actually very good. So thank you for that recommendation. It was just a quick little meal there. So, okay, these are coming to a boil. That's one thing off my list. Okay, whenever our family makes a ham and I have a ham bone, everyone's like, oh, make like ham bone soup or bean soup or something with the ham hock or whatever you call it. And I was like, nobody likes it. Well, the other day, Greg was like, I love split pea soup. And I was like, split pea soup? Gross. Mind you, I remember my mom making it or having it, and I just thought in my head how it was like pureed peas. It's probably delicious, but I remember as a kid sticking my nose up at it, never really liked it. I'm gonna make that today. So I have this humongous ham chunk right here that I put in my freezer. I had to look at recipes because I don't even know how to make it. What I'm gonna do is I'm basically gonna throw all of this in a pot and we're gonna boil it on the stove and I'm gonna hope for the best. That's the key. I just looked up a quick recipe. It looks like they use chicken broth, smoked ham like the bone, a pound of green split peas, which I have, carrots, celery, onions, garlic, bay leaf, which I do not have, and salt and pepper, and that's it. So I'm gonna attempt this. I don't know, again, I've never made this. It was one of those things as a child where I was like, ew, disgusting. So we are just gonna, this is how I'm gonna do this. Look at, here's the full ham thing. I'm gonna throw this in here. It's like a big chunk. I think a lot of that will come up. I already have onions and celery and garlic in here. Let's hope this is one. These are great. These sorry. It's hard to decipher what is celery and what is green peppers. These are green peppers. Oh, those are some smelly. They're very potent this time. My onions, I think the onions, they weren't as like fresh and good. These definitely, even my freezers, I can smell it through my freezers. Where normally, like before I could smell it a little bit, but now it's like, ooh, that does permeate. Okay, so let me get an onion out of here. Let's put your bread. Oh, that's so weird, because the bread still takes the smell of it. Someone told me that. Okay, let's smash this. I know how you do it, and then I'm gonna put the onion in there. Well, that actually was not very much onion, because you use a whole 2 onions actually. So there we go. Okay, lots of onion. I'm gonna go back to the freezer and look for the celery. I saw it in there. I thought it was green peppers, but I was mistaken. Okay, celery doesn't stink. Okay, I got a little celery in here, perfect. And then I know Greg doesn't care for carrots that much, so they didn't have the big carrots at the store when I went, but I do have small ones, so I'm just gonna chop up a few in here. They're little, just gonna have to do the little ones here. It's one of those things I know he doesn't like it that much. I'm sure I think you puree all this up from what I'm seeing. I think you take your immersion blender and kind of puree it. So I think the carrots will just get mixed up anyways. Is that true? So does it really even matter if I cut these? Ooh, hold on a minute, let me see all this. Yes, immersion blender. Oh, it probably doesn't matter if I do chunks or not. Let's save myself some chopping right now. I'm gonna even put some big chunks there. Okay, maybe I'll put more carrots then. Handfuls. I'll basically chop these in half. That's actually good. We're gonna throw this. They'll probably be like, it's the best soup ever. And I'll be like, I know, I'll probably never be able to replicate it. And then we put this away. Forgot garlic. I'm gonna do like 3 of these. I say pucks. They're about square. They're kind of like squares. They're frozen. Like 3 of these. Perfect. Add that split peas in here. I'm gonna add broth, which should be water and chicken bouillon. I'm sure this will be delicious. I'll probably be like, wow, this is really good. I'm sorry, Mom, for thinking it was so gross. I think it's just the green split pea part. So this, I'll just cover the bone a little bit. I'm not gonna make a ton. I mean, there's still gonna be a whole pot here. I can't imagine anybody liking it but Greg and I. But you never know. I don't want to block everybody into like no one would like it. Okay, put the lid on this. I'm gonna put it on the stove and bring it to a boil. Okay, moving onward. The next thing I'm gonna do is a vanilla, or basically be a caramel syrup for coffee for next week, so that I have it on hand, because I know we'll be drinking more of those specialty coffees over there. And so instead of going and buying the pumps full of stuff, you can make your own. So if I'm making for this for myself, I do pumpkin because it's delicious, but a simple vanilla syrup is good. You can use regular sugar. I'm gonna use brown sugar, so it'll be more of like a caramel. And then I will also add vanilla to it. So a sugar syrup is equal amount. So if you add a cup of sugar, add a cup of water. It's very simple. And then you just bring it to a boil on the stove. So I'm adding 2 cups, here what you didn't see, 2 cups of brown sugar. I'm gonna add 2 cups of water. I used to think this had to be an exact science and like, oh, it's not gonna work out if it's not the exact note. Roughly, like a cup and a cup, bring it to a boil. We'll stir it as it gets closer. Okay, another thing on the works going. Okay, next, I'm gonna start on my next one. I'm gonna do some pretzel dogs. Remember I bought the pretzel salt, and pretzel dogs are one thing from my cookbook here. Pretzel dogs. I'm gonna double the recipe in here, and then that way I can make some like regular pretzels with it. And I thought that'd be good, because then Greg can have the pretzels like to dip in the soup. Hold on, I have, okay, 2 tablespoons. Make sure you pay attention. You can do that to dip in the soup, and then we can just have some extras as well. That'll be something fun to do. So I'm gonna add in, I've got one, make sure I'm doing this without talking and lose track. So I've got yeast, recipe 1.5 cups of warm water, and it's a tablespoon of sugar and a tablespoon of yeast. Let that sit for just a few minutes to kind of do its thing. Just kind of stir it a little bit. Let that sit, and then we'll add the rest of it. Come over here and I'm like, I've got the dirty washcloth water. See how yucky it is? You can see the black already forming. And then you've got your sugar syrup coming to a boil here. Then soup in the back. Just the variety of things in a kitchen. It cracks me up. Okay, now let's keep adding the rest. I had to look at my recipe. I had 2 ounces. 2 ounces. I'm like, ounces? Why did I put that in there? So basically you add everything in here. That's going to work. So I'm going to add 2 ounces, and I had to let them, like, ounces aren't even on the butter sticks. But a whole package of butter is 16 ounces. So then you had to divide it up 4 for each one. 2 for 1 is good. So, okay, that. So I got that. And then salt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on for a few minutes, kind of let this stir, and then I'll start adding my flour to it. It's 4 cups, 4.5 cups for 1. I'm going to be doing 8. So I'm going to turn it on. It's a great thing. Doing this thing. I'm gonna do my washcloths. Look how gross the stripping process. Where's my tongs? I'll probably rinse these and do this a few times, and you'll see. So I'm just gonna rinse this out, and then we'll do it again. My goal today is to work through my list. So this right here is all mixed up. Look at that. The machine does it for you, kind of like a mixer would. But now I can leave it in here and I can do ferment. I think I gotta ferment, and will let it rise. Now, something else. When I was cleaning my oven, someone told me, a couple people told me that the bottom rack of my oven is meant to come out and not to cook with. So I was like, what? So this does come out down here on the bottom of my oven. And so I'm like, is that what you do? But I did look it up. This is just the drip pan. So on mine, it's not like a rack. It's part of the oven. So it's a drip pan for it. So that way it catches everything. But I was so happy to have this come out of the oven. That just made my whole day 1,000 times better. Okay, so that's good. What else do we gotta do? Let's shut this one up. I always forget. That's the back one. That's the front one. Shut the simple syrup off here. This is already boiled. We'll let this cool. You know what? Let's add our vanilla right now because I will forget. Put you right here. You need a battery. Oh, battery died. So syrup. Let's get our stuff off. You know what? I just realized. I have real maple syrup. That would be pretty much the same thing I just made. That's funny. That's okay. That's okay. I just realized that. I was like, wait a minute, I could just use the maple syrup in place instead of, that's basically what I made. So it's good. Okay, this is the next batch of, this will go in here and it'll still get a little brown. We'll just kind of separate it here. The soup is boiling. It smells really good. For some reason in my head, I'm remembering, you wouldn't put baking soda in there to put down the foamy stuff, would you? Maybe not. I don't know. I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, did my mom add that to hers or something? Or maybe, I don't remember. I know you can add it to tomato soup. Can't you add baking soda to get something off the bone? Or baking soda to, like, when you're making bone broth? I don't know. I was just thinking that. I'm like, I feel like I'm remembering that from something, but I don't do it enough, so I don't quite remember. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, this is going to keep boiling. I'm doing dinner. Yes, I'm doing dinner right now. And it's as simple as a dinner, but I do not want to do anything else today at all. Like, I would like to get done with this kitchen and be finished. So here, we got a pot of water, got my pan. We are gonna make a favorite, kid's favorite, the pasta, chicken and broccoli pasta. So I've got my chicken already cooked. Should I do a big batch? No, I'll just do small. So I'm taking half of that. That chicken is going there. I'm gonna put broccoli in there. And then I'm just gonna heat it up. We're gonna add noodles to it and Parmesan cheese, salt, pepper, and garlic. It's easy, it's delicious. I could do it later today, but I would like to get everything done this morning so that I can head out and have a free day. Just because yesterday was really busy. Okay, so even though that's nice and full, but that'll be really good. So perfect on that. Okay, good deal. So pasta, chicken, and broccoli will be good. I'm just gonna be doing the pretzel dogs. Life is good. I'm gonna get all this done so I get out the door and enjoy my day today. Okay, something else on my list to do today is to make some more fabric refresher. So what I have done is I bought this because, as with everything, sometimes I get lazy too and I just buy things just because to buy them, because who has time to make them? So this was $6 and I'm like, this is a great deal. I can just buy it at the store and not have to do anything. I use this, and one of those things I didn't think I'd use, I use it all the time in my bed, and the reason why is because I have a DOG dog. I love her to pieces, and she sleeps in our bed. I know she does. And you know, dogs do have a little dog sense. So what I do is when I wake up, she doesn't just lay at the end of the bed like a nice dog. She likes to lay. Even last night, it was really warm, and I just kept pushing her down. I'm like, you're gonna stay down by my feet, dog. And she just like waited for a little bit, and then she snuggled up and she like started nuzzling and went underneath my covers next to me. I'm like, Maxine. So anyways, so she doesn't smell bad. Obviously, she's a dog though. She doesn't have a scent. So when I get up, I roll my bed with my little, you know, the masking tape roller type thing, and then I just do a couple spritz in my bed, and it smells great. So this is pretty much gone, but I could go to the store and buy it. But I was talking yesterday, which you're going to see next week because I filmed a little bit earlier, on making your own refresher. It's so simple, and I'm like, again, why do we not do these things? Because it takes a little bit more effort, doesn't it? Yeah, like it takes a little bit. It's like with, I feel like I gotta take this out. I feel like with everything in life, there is nothing wrong. I moved here. I went actually in the mountains towards the last year or so. Life got really busy, and I went discount store shopping all the time. So I found so many things at the discount store. Discount store shopping is mostly packaged things. You can buy other things too, but it was just such a deal. So you'd find that great deal, and I'm like, wow, you can't even pass it up. So we would get it. Like, yeah, that was a way to stretch our budget. Now here, there are some discount stores here, but not a ton. So I don't go as much anymore. I'll go, but it's not like it's a huge saver for our food budget. Does that make sense? So like I found just shopping at Walmart, Aldi, and Sam's Club, I can keep our budget down just by making my own things. Now, making them yourself does take time. It does. So if you are a busy mom, you are dealing with life, if you are feeling just overwhelmed and stressed out, don't beat yourself down for buying processed food. Don't beat yourself down for buying linen room spray. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when life, you feel like there's something else, like you want to do more and you can. Then those are the times to do it. I know moving here, it was an adjustment. It was an adjustment for me, and acclimating to a lot of things. And you know what? It was just way easier to get things. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. There is a reason why someone makes this and I can buy it. There is a reason for all those things. There's nothing wrong with that. And then you get to the point where you're like, okay, I feel like I can do a lot more things now in my home. So you can pick and choose what you do. Does that mean I'll never buy room spray again? Absolutely not. I'll probably buy it again. But right now I have some. So instead of spending $6, I'm going to make some, because a long time ago I bought this lavender and cedar wood at Walmart. I think when we moved here it was like $5. I'm like, that's a really good deal. Or is it? I don't know. These are probably only about $5. Maybe it was like $3. It wasn't much of a difference, and I realized this is vanilla wood. So what you can do is, if you look on the back of this, okay, you know what the ingredients are? Water, alcohol, sodium lauryl sulfate, bunch of, you know, chemicals, and then lavender oil. That's it. Perfume. That's all this is. I'm making sure nothing's boiling over. So what you're gonna do, we use these in the garage for their 3D printer, but I'm gonna take this, I only have a little bit, you're gonna put equal amounts, actually, you know what, I'll probably just do it in here because I can see it. Equal amounts alcohol and water in here. And then I'm gonna add my essential oils. Just shake it up, put it in the bottle. Easy. Like, that's a great way. You can spray it on stuff. It doesn't coat it. Like getting what's that stuff called, Febreze, all those things, they smell amazing and they do make things smell good, but they ultimately coat everything, and they just coat it. That's all they do, is just coat it. So if alcohol evaporates, water dries, this little bit that you're going to get in there is not going to be much to coat it and ruin it. Does that make sense? I'm not saying don't buy Febreze, but I know if you're trying to make things smell better and refresh them, there's nothing wrong with that. Refreshing, I'll probably refresh a little bit more just because I have it now. But doing that, it just makes it coats it. So nothing wrong with buying it. No shame if you buy it. You buy it, if you want to buy it, it makes you happy, you buy it. That's what you do. I'm just giving you some tips on why I would make it myself. So let me stir this real quick and we'll mix this up. I was like, is my stuff not cooking? Because I did not turn it on, Amy. Well, one second. Okay, I was looking at my bottle here and it said vanilla wood. And I was like, all I have is lavender wood. And so I'm like, it'd be great to add vanilla. So in my head, I was like, can I just add vanilla extract, or is that weird? And I'm like, let me ask Google. Google AI says, yes, you can add vanilla extract to create a DIY room refresher, because basically this is, it should just be like an alcohol and vanilla, and it's got water, caramel color, so vanilla, yeah, and then, here you go, people. Change the whole thing up. Okay, so let's take this. Let me mark it with my thumb here, and then we'll add equal parts water. I'm moving it. Let me see here. This does not have to be exact. Don't be worried about being exact. I'm gonna put it all in here and then mix it in. Okay, look at this. I'm gonna add vanilla. I'm adding vanilla. That's so funny. Squirt of vanilla, because I like it. It's gonna be a little brown. And then let's add our lavender. I think it's lavender cedar wood or something. So look we're gonna make our own little room freshener. Maybe I added too much vanilla. Can you ever add too much vanilla? Vanilla is just a beautiful scent. But I think this is gonna work so well. I'm liking my orange cleaner as well. That works really well. Is this like a high grade essential oil? No, it's like Walmart version. But it still will have scent, so you just add a little bit more. Learn something new every day, don't you? I used to use like orange and lemon. I really like that. So again, maybe actually, you know what? You probably could do that somehow by making it yourself, right? Can you add vinegar? No, vinegar in a refresher would not be good. Okay, so could you take oranges and put them in alcohol and let them sit? I'm gonna have to do some thinking, people. Oranges and cranberries in alcohol. I don't know, would that turn that weird? No, because that'd be sugar and alcohol. Would that be something? I don't know. I don't know if it does that with the rubbing alcohol or not, if it makes anything. Okay, this is great. Wow, that's so crazy. That actually smells so good. I am like highly impressed. I'm gonna do a little bit about more. I'm all about more. I don't even know how much is in this bottle. It's the only bad thing about having a dark bottle. How much is actually in it? Okay, so I sort of sniff this. This has a little bit more perfumey. That's so awesome. Okay, let's pour this in here. Wow, that's so good. And probably with a little bottle, I'll get some of the other scent on it. Okay, so time will tell. That's going to be the thing. I can tell you it's amazing right now, but when I put it in my bedroom, how will it smell over time? So off camera, I added more until I could smell vanilla. So I did pour more vanilla because it's just fake vanilla. It's imitation. So I poured more in there. So you know what? We're going to see. 'Cause it's not sugary. It's not like it's going to coat anything, right? What would you spray? Your air? Spray my towel? It's gonna smell probably like the other one. I mean, it smells like it. So anyways, I'm gonna keep you informed on that. I'll just let you know as I'm spraying my bedroom. I'll go, oh, let me update you. So room refresh, another thing off my list. Let's do another rinse of these cloths, and I'll do vinegar next. I don't always do this many rinses. Sometimes I just do, let me just drop it out. You plop it out and then you can rinse the cloth off. Hold on a second. I normally just do just one and that's it. But today I'm doing a lot more, so, because I've got the time. So let me get my vinegar. So my soup is sticking to the bottom a little bit, so I just turned it down. It's good. So the soup with the split peas, the split peas kind of went to the bottom, and then those seem like they're kind of sticking because I'm like, what would make that stick? on the bottom. Nothing's coming up burnt, but it is sticking to the pan. But it is like a stainless steel pan, not a really thick one, so I don't know if that's the case or not. But awesome. The dough is rising right here. We're almost ready for that, so I'm feeling good because I'm gonna need a pot for water, which I don't have any more, do I? I only have one. Yeah, mine are all used up, so I'm gonna need that to be done because I'm gonna be making my stuff in a little bit here. So this is good. The broccoli is cooking with the chicken. The pasta is cooking. Soup is going. Washcloths are, everything's a washing. My list is pretty much completed today, which is great. Like, whatever, that much better. Like, doesn't God know best? Like, how your day should go and what you should do. You think, oh, get up and do this, this, and this, and then like when you ask him, and you're like, well, me, that doesn't seem like much. But now I'm like going, wow, look at, I got all that done, which is great because then I can enjoy the things for the rest of the day. Because we're gonna get our school done, and then we're gonna head out the door. I gotta drop kids off at classes, and then I have a few that'll come with me today, so we can go do a few little on-end errands. Like, my car needs to be washed. It's one of those things that I have not done, and I just would like to do it. So I'd like to go get my car washed at the car wash, and then I would like to, I have to run to the store and pick up one thing. I have to go to the library and drop off stuff. I got packages. Oh, I got packages to drop off too for the books, for the 52-week books. If you guys want to do those for our challenge, thank you for your support. So I'm gonna get those, my first batch, shipped off today, and then just keep on going. So that'll make my afternoon, and then after dinner will be done. I'll be able to edit and have a great Wednesday, go swimming in the sunshine when we get home, and have a nice walk tonight. And then I still get everything done, just differently. That's the beautiful thing. It's like you still will accomplish A, B, and C, and D, just in a different way that doesn't make sense, but in the end, it is much more peaceful. So listen to him, ask him for guidance. Okay, let me come over here. Add this in here. So simple. I'm gonna add olive oil to it. You wanna coat the noodles. And then we're gonna add salt and pepper. We're gonna add garlic to it. I have onion. I don't normally add all that, but I have it. We got parsley. I'm gonna even add that. So let me just do a little stir. There we go. Okay, let's add everything to it. Let's add some parsley. Okay, this is delicious. I am gonna use this in here. I know, I should use real Parmesan cheese. I normally always do, but I just have that little bit. I wanna get rid of this. We've had that in the refrigerator for quite some time. And I will just stir this in, and it will kind of melt, because if I added Parmesan to it right now, it would melt anyway, so this will just be a little bit different. I usually take that and put it at, like I did my little biscuits, and put a little garlic and butter on it yesterday, and put some of the Parmesan cheese on it, and that was good. But this will be, it's like fake version, so I don't know, but I'm using it up. You're gathering fragments, right? We're using up the things. This is delicious. This is, if I made this, everybody loves it. Like, this is a meal that everybody loves to eat. We discovered it in the mountains, I think. Lisa from Cake Boss, she did a cake house, was her YouTube channel, long time ago. She made it with like seashell pasta, and like real garlic, real onion, all that good stuff, but I'm doing what I have, and I mean, I do have those things, but it just works. It's just that yummy. It was just a simple dish. I'm like, this is just a simple dish. Would my kids really eat it? They love it. And then it's great because we don't want a lot of pasta. Like, I know I won't eat the pasta, but I'll come and get chicken chunks, and I'll come get the broccoli out of here and eat it, and it's delicious. So perfect. Look at that. That's dinner tonight, because lunch is gonna be something different. Easy and done. Okay, so pasta's done. Oh God, I took the soup. I even shut the soup off because it's like the peas are already pretty much like, it's like almost pureed pretty much itself. I'm like, wow, I didn't have to do anything. So I'm gonna let that simmer. Hold on. I'm gonna let that simmer, or not simmer, just put the lid on it so it can kind of heat, because I kind of, it was supposed to be 90 minutes. I don't think I've been doing this for 90 minutes, but I'll kind of like pull a lot of the meat off the bone, I think that's what you're supposed to do, and then throw the bone away. What I'm gonna do is, water's boiling here for the vinegar one. I got water over here. I got a pot of water with a half a cup of vinegar. So, or not vinegar, no, baking soda. Sorry, vinegar, baking soda. That's what you're gonna dip your pretzel in. So my pretzel dough is done. I'm going to take out half of it, and I'm gonna roll it out into a rectangle and cut it in strips, and I'm gonna wrap it around a hot dog all the way to the end, and that's gonna be our pretzel dog. Do you ever have pretzel dogs? I had Schwan Man food growing up. That's what I ate. Some especially when I was in high school, my mom got it because mom was working, and loved the bagel dogs. Loved it. It's basically a bagel around sausage. It wasn't even a hot dog. So good. And then they have them at the store now. They never did at the store. I think Nathan's Hot Dogs has them, but they're well over. I think I looked at the price the other day. I thought they were well over they would be like over $1 a hot dog, and I was like, oh my goodness. You can buy it. I'm sure it's great. When you gotta buy it for everybody, that's just way too expensive. So I'm gonna make them. I got me some jumbo Franks right here. Yep, Frank hot dogs. And I'm going to roll this up. I'm gonna take half of it, roll it out to rectangle cut in strips, and just wrap it around. And then we're gonna drop it into the boiling water over here with the baking soda, and then take it out, put on a cookie sheet, and then we should do it on parchment paper, shouldn't I? Let me do that because I didn't last time. I think I never did before, and these always kind of stuck to the pan, so I never liked making them. Parchment paper, life changer. I know someone said to get parchment paper liners on Amazon. I will after all my paper's gone for sure. So okay, let's do these next ones. Now I have done these multiple ways before. I have taken it where I exposed the hot dog and did it. That works fine. I like it to be longer and encase the whole hot dog. Me personally, that's just how I like to do it. So these are gonna be great. These are gonna be so great. I'm so excited to make the pretzels. I've done pretzel balls before. I guess I was never very good at making the knots. So that will be like a first to try to do that today better than I ever have. Because I'll just do a ball because a ball is simple. Or whatever, because it's so simple, or just a twist that one comes in. So I'd like to do a pretzel knot. Look that up and do it. So I've got 3 more to do. These are simple and easy. I just saved myself a whole lot of money doing it myself. And there, you can see, it's simple. I'm just wrapping around, not getting fancy hot dogs. You probably could put cheese in there if you close these very well, but it's still kind of, I guess as long as they're closed real good, you'll be good. So, okay, let's keep making. Okay, are you laughing at me for the making of the pretzel? I'm listening to a sermon, I'm like, I just saw a video and my brain is not comprehending how exactly the pretzel is supposed to look, but I'm like, good enough. I'm like, it's there, it's the shape. I think you twist, cross, twist, it's good, but I probably could put 2 on here. But I'm laughing at myself. I'm like, okay, I need to work on the whole presentation of it, but that's okay. You know what? I'm learning. Like I said, I remember making it before, but oh my goodness, but I think this is good. So with all pretzels, you know, if they're good enough, we'll make them. Over here, my water is boiling, so I think that we can put them in the water, and then there they go. Look at that. Let me get my other waters done. So let me take the lid off. Let's drop the hot dogs in just for a few minutes. All my space is used up. This is where you're gonna drop them in. If you have a little hole, they'll probably plop. So we will put this in carefully. Kind of like a bagel. Can I put 3 in here? I think I can. There we go. Let it do its thing. Perfect. So I am excited. What a great morning. I'm like, okay, good. I can get a few more things done here. Still have a good day. Then we're gonna bake these in the oven. I'm gonna turn my oven on high. Get it nice and toasty. We're just gonna let these boil. These are gonna look perfect. These look better than I've ever made them, to be honest. Yeah, sometimes they don't look so pretty. I'm always like, they don't look pretty, kids, but they taste amazing. The flavor's there. I just, you know what it is? It's that dough machine. I think the dough machine is making it, and the 150% humidity here in Florida and the heat. It's a pretty toasty. No, I'm not complaining because a lot of you have really cold weather, so this is good. Okay, let that come to a boil. We're doing so good. That's it. You basically just kind of stop it from cooking. It's gonna be so awesome. This is just something fun to make for like dinners or something. Even you can even do, if you got the time, do the tiny little hot dogs, and you can have them for like, I don't know, like parties, appetizers, Christmas, that kind of stuff. It just takes time to make it, but once you make it, if your family loves it, it's one of those things you can make and go, okay, we love this, it's worth making. Talk a lot about doing a bunch of things at once, like washing a few dishes. I just got 3 dishes washed while I was waiting for these to be able to flip them here in the water. So always look at what can I do in the few amount of time I've got to, you know, so I can utilize my time better. A little more hopeful with the pretzel knot. It's all good. Okay, babe, puff up, which is good. Okay, the other Norwex cloths, I'm going to put them in my washing machine. Sometimes I just like to lay them in the sun, but for today, I'm going to be heading out. I'm going to put them in my washer and just do a spin so it gets all the water out and throw them in the dryer. So then the pretzels are going to get brushed with egg yolk, not the egg white. So my bagels use egg white, so you know, eggs are $1 million, so you have to be frugal. So I'm gonna save my little white. Some people say that's just don't even bother. Oh, I'm gonna be keeping it. So I'm gonna take this and kind of those are fun. I'm happy. I'm very happy the way they're turning out. I don't think I've ever made pretzels this well, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You know, when the daytime goes crazy and you're like, okay, that actually worked out really well. Perfect. So this, we're gonna brush them on our bagel dogs and we're gonna sprinkle them with salt. You could do everything bagel topping as well. I'll probably just do the salt this time because I have it. And then we're still flipping and making. Okay, one of them there, I didn't leave it in there very long and I could see it needed to cook still. It was still gooey. So let's brush this on and sprinkle with salt. Just gonna brush it. Okay, Pretzels shape doesn't look very pretty and very professional, but I feel like the overall taste is going to be amazing. So I got them in the oven. Mine said 425. I do 400 on high bake, and then it should brown out really nice. Gonna clean my mess here, and I'm done in the kitchen. Or actually, I'm gonna do the soup. We'll do the soup next too. Let me clean up, and then we'll do soup. Okay, pretzels are in the oven. Everything is done. I'm gonna take this, my soup right here. Look at the peas are already all pureed, basically. So I'm gonna take this out with a fork. Probably better to do like tongs. Okay, I'm having flashbacks. I think I remember making this before. I know I made this before, like not on video, but for myself. So this is pretty much all pureed in here. I'm like, I'm gonna get my immersion blender and kind of, I guess, you know what? I don't think I need to. Let me see if I can just kind of chop it. I'm thinking I don't wanna puree too much. I'll chop it and then I'll just kind of pull this ham up, put in there. I think that's gonna be good. Chopper's not where it should be, so where is it? Right here. Okay, let's just kind of smash it. Okay, so you smell that ham? You know who came? Maxine, she smells the ham. That actually pulled off. I'm like pulling up, I'm like, that's a lot of ham being pulled off there. So that's really good. So I think this is, oh yeah, I know, don't worry, I'll give you a piece. So I'm just gonna kind of shred this off. I don't like the flavoring. I didn't think it was bad at all. I kind of like it. So look at that. There's a big old bone. I would give you a bone, but I know you cannot have it. Okay, let me put this part in the trash and then we'll kind of shred it up. Okay, it didn't burn. Just a very little bit on the corners. That's not bad. Okay, I retract everything I ever said about not liking that. That's really good. The consistency is like potato soup, but it doesn't have a slight taste of peas. So I think he's gonna really enjoy this. I really enjoy this. It's nice because it's thick and it's the peas. So peas gotta be a lot healthier for you than potatoes, correct? Or, but you got all the ham in there, so I don't know if that balances it out. Okay, not bad. I'm gonna put these ladies cool in front of the refrigerator. Okay, these came out of the oven. They look delicious. These look better than I've ever had them look before. So they're gonna be very good. Look at that. That looks like the Schwan Man pretzel dog. And so put everything bagel seasoning on them would be great. And these two right here. They're just not as pretty looking shape-wise, but not bad. Not bad at all. I got one more in the oven. Everything's cleaned up in the kitchen here. I am done in here. So I'm gonna go outside, do a couple things out there. Let's go out there and then we'll be getting kids' school done so we can head out the door. It's beautiful out this morning. There's a little bit of a breeze, not super sweaty. The humidity is definitely dropped, so that's good. So we've been cleaning outside. Boys been cutting grass, getting things done. So I have my swing because the lizards, you know, they poop on it. Disgusting. I can see why having furniture outside would be a bad thing. I really wanted the whole sectional thing, and then our order got messed up. We never got it. And I was like, oh, bummer. But I'm glad we didn't because we don't have a lanai that's screened in. So lizards are everywhere, and they were on my swing. I'm like, what is all the poop on there? It looks like tiny little mouse poop pretty much, and it's lizard poop. Disgusting because they live everywhere. So yeah, so I took off my cover and cleaned it real well. I mean, put away your cushions, that would solve the issue, but I would think if I had a bunch of couches, that would be one thing that you wouldn't want to have to clean up all the time. So it's kind of good that we never got that. So I'm gonna wipe this off. This is staying really well, and hopefully in the summer it bleaches it so bad, and when you go to wipe it, it seems that the print comes right off, but I don't think that's going to be the case right now. And I do have another one for summer, but I'm going to use this one, it's wintry, until it's pretty much yucky, because last summer I think I had to go through 2 or 3. So let's just wipe it off. Here's my cover. I wash it in the washing machine and put it on. I discovered something about our lizards, that they are probably not lizards. They are probably, what's the ones that change color? The chameleons? a chameleon because there was one on the swing and I was filming and it was kind of chilly. It wasn't like super hot, so he wasn't fast moving, and I was like, and he was black. I noticed in the winter they are blacker, and I'm like, are these a different kind that hides darker in the dirt or deeper in the dirt? I don't know. And I kind of flung him off the bench so he wouldn't be sitting with me, and he went on and he kind of flopped to the floor, but he didn't like scatter away or anything. He just stayed there. So he kind of stood and sat next to me when I was sitting on the swing, which, you know, I love them so much. And I like sat there for a little bit, looked down back at him. He had turned to the color of the cement, the normal color that we see in the summer where they're like grayish colored. I'm like, oh, they're chameleons. Now we also have white ones that stay on our white house. And I thought that we were like, oh, those must be albino ones. I think they're all the same lizard, but they're like chameleon, and they or chameleons. Chameleon and lizard be a different thing, I think. I don't know anything about that. So learn something new every day so they totally adjust to where they're at. So this is good. Okay, all clean, good enough. And then the only thing I wanted to do out here, the boys power washed the furniture out here, got all the mold off, which was great because it, you know, accumulates. I'm gonna just leaf blow, especially by the porch here, and get all that stuff off so that the porch is clean, and then like I'm good out here. We'll be able to enjoy the day. I'm laughing. Leaf blowing is one of those things where you start leaf blowing and then like you got to go back 20 times and you blow, and then it like blows back all the dirt everywhere, and I'm like, oh my goodness. But we're getting there. It's so nice out today. It's a great day, so I'm just gonna keep blowing here. So I'm done. I'm finished with what I need to get done. I wanted to leaf blow. I knew everything was going to go into the pool and the top of it, so turn the filter on a little bit earlier to get it going through and circulate, and it's good. So now what am I doing? My food is done. I don't have to worry about anything in the house. Kids, I'm going to just put my laundry away that got washed this morning. Kids are up and moving. They get breakfast. We are going to get our school done right now. We'll head out the door. I'll bring you along there. So I'm going to go get our school done. I'll see you in a minute. I'll take you on the whatever we end up doing this afternoon kind of days, because this is the day. So the sun's coming out. It's not as muggy. So that's a beautiful thing. Like the humidity has been really high the last few days. You wake up every day, it's been really foggy, and it's like, it just feels like wet. And so today it's like, oh, it's actually really nice and cool out. So cooler. I know the sun's gonna come out, it's gonna be nice, but much better. So, okay, see you in a little bit. Totally forgot to film. Just went to the post office, dropped off packages. Kids are in the car. We're gonna go head out and do a little bit of run before I gotta drop them off. Okay, so we're gonna run into the library here. I've got some books to return, and also kids wanna pick out a couple books for school, so that's good. Awesome, and then we're gonna go just be out and do a little bit of run today. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day out. So let's go to the library and get our stuff. Okay, a little bit smaller libraries. They don't have everything, but kids got some ideas, things they want to order as well. I'm gonna run to Walmart here. I had to go in and get a few things to get for next week, because I don't really want to do huge shopping, but because I still have a lot of food, but I had to pick up a few essentials. I'm gonna run here to Walmart and grab that with the kids. Oh, my bag. Alright, meals are coming. It's gonna be almost time. Okay, we basically just need milk. It's gonna be for our coffees we're making homemade. I need to get a creamer that was requested. So that's about all we need to get is creamer. Coffee creamer, milk. Okay, we do need some regular milk, so I'm gonna get just a milk. And I need a big giant half and half because we are making those creamer coffees and they're so good. I'm supposed to get, look at this, an extra flavor. I'm supposed to get a chocolate. Extra chocolate? Because I don't see the mocha one. It's original. Okay, we're gonna go for extra chocolate, I think would be the better one. Unless they have it here, there's chocolate caramel, I think. Hazelnut, they don't even have mocha. This is right in front of my face, and I don't see it. They have it right there, but I think I'll get this one here. So, extra flavor, extra chocolatey. Let's get our checkout here at Walmart, and then we'll go get some more. Boys have gift cards to Burger King, so since they're going to be with me today, we're going to go to Burger King and get their lunch. Good old Burger King for the boys. All right, that was fast. Got their stuff. Okay, they got to use their card up, so that worked out good. So we got to use a little gift card. Now, hopefully, we're going to try to go see if we can get the car washed. See if we got enough time. Okay, we have a car wash here, so we had a gift card for a car wash. So we are gonna go get our car washed, which will be nice. Here's our car. How great. Okay, we're gonna get our car wash, and then we'll do a quick bag, a quick wipe. It's not that dirty, but it was a free wash, so we might as well use it. It's a good car wash when I come in here. Sean. Here we go. Okay, with everybody helping, they do an amazing job, and we clean the car in like, I think it took us like 7 minutes. Awesome, so we got it cleaned, vacuumed, they went through and wiped and sprayed and cleaned the windows and mirrors and everything, so very good. Now we're done. I gotta go take them to class. We made it just in time. It's good. All right, home now, dropped the kids off, done for the day. I was like, this worked out to be an enjoyable Wednesday, so it's still early. I'm gonna go hang outside for a little bit, take a break, edit today's video, run back and pick up kids, and dinner's done. I don't have to worry about anything. So great day overall. So thank you for staying. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy those pretzels. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Super excited for everybody to eat those tonight. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Come back tomorrow. Got another video. All right, we'll see ya. Bye.